5 Excel functions that make 41 others unnecessary. Most people struggle with Excel because they try to learn everything. But what if you only needed 5 powerful functions to do almost everything for you? So in this video, I will show you 5 Excel functions that can replace dozens of others. By the end of this video, you will understand how to use these functions step by step, and more importantly, when you're going to want to use them. Now, whether you're a beginner or already using Excel for a while, this video is going to simplify everything for you. So, first of all, here is the truth. Excel is not about memorizing 100 functions. It's about understanding a few powerful ones deeply. Most advanced users rely on a small set of flexible functions that can actually handle multiple tasks. So once you learn these, everything else will become easier for you. So to start things off, we're obviously going to go ahead and create a blank workbook for ourselves, all right? And once we do that, we're into our basic work ethic. All right. So to start off, obviously, we're going to want a table to be accessed, and there's something we can actually work with. So you can go ahead and enter a table or enter proper forms into this, or you can start off with an actual template, which will already give you most of the things that you need. So let's go ahead and start with the Europa project. Now, once you open it up, it's going to open up like this with all these things that you're going to need, right? Now, let's start with one of the most powerful things, okay? And that is X lookup. Now, X lookup will go ahead and replace V lookup, H lookup, and the simple lookup. Instead of dealing with complicated setups, X lookup will let you search for a value and return a result from another column. So the structure is simple. What you're looking for, where to look, and what to return. So to give you an example, let's say I'm going to come over here and I'm going to write an X lookup. Then you're going to add in your values. All right. Now, your values could be, let's say, G4, or let's go with C4. And C4, let's go on B4. All right. And then we can add in B8 to dash D4 and D8. All right. You can go with some prompt like that. And this basically C4 will search for value. It's going to search it in this range and return a match for this range. That's what XLOOKUP does. You know, it improves your work ethic and it basically goes ahead and makes your life easier. All right. Now, the second thing that will make your life much easier significantly is extracting your data instantly using filter. Now, filter is something that replaces advanced filters, manual sorting, complex conditions, and a lot more. Filter basically allows you to pull specific data from a data set instantly. For example, you can extract all the rows where sales are above a certain number automatically. No more manual filtering every time. So, how are you supposed to filter? So to filter, what you usually do is up here in this section, you can simply go ahead and search for filter, all right? And once you hit filter, it's going to basically filter any range of values for you, all right? So let's say I want to go ahead and filter any specific value like this one, all right? So what you're going to do is you're going to write in the whole value that you want to be filtered. You can even like choose the values that you want to filter. And to choose the values, what you're going to basically be doing is select all of this, come here, you're going to define the filter for yourself. Obviously, that will depend on you on how you want to achieve it. And just go ahead and write that value for yourself, and you should be good to go. And that's going to filter all the things you need. So as you can see, just like this, we choose all of that, write in filter for yourself. Once you filter in the value, look at that. It's going to give you the filtered value. So that is pretty much how you can use filter. Moving on, there is the if logic made simple. So let's talk about if. Now, if is going to replace many conditional formulas that you have, manual decision making, and a lot of technical issues. If allows you to create logic inside of Excel. So, you know, if it's this, do this, if not this, do that, etc. So for example, if a value is greater than something, return one result, otherwise return something else. It's simple but extremely powerful when combined with other functions. So what you can do is let's go over here, all right? And you can go ahead and create an actual value over here. So let's write if, create that, and make sure to add an is equals to, and we go with if. Now you're going to create your value. So let's go with D5. Then we're going to go with greater than, and let's go with 32. Then you're going to go ahead and write fail. All right. And then once that is done, close the bracket, apply that, and as you can see, if that value is greater, it is going to go ahead and write failed just as so. And obviously, if you cannot see it, you can simply expand the board, and there we have it. So that is how you can use your if values, and again, give yourself proper conditional workings and conditional loops inside of Excel to work along with. It's simple, but extremely powerful. Then moving on, we have index plus match and flexible lookups. So before XLOOKUP, this was the main go-to method. VLOOKUP limitations and fixed column lookups are replaced. So it allows you to look up values in any direction, not just left to right. Even today, if it is useful for complex scenarios, you will need more control for it. So what you're basically going to be doing is you're going to come right up here, add the equal to, you're going to add an index. Now, in index, you're going to basically go ahead and use your general math functions. All right. So you're going to add the array that you want to search. So we're going to add the dollar sign. We're going to add B. We're going to add another dollar sign. We're going to add 2. And that basically creates our column, right? And you can obviously use the column accordingly for yourself. As you can see, it even shows you the column right here. Once you've added your column, we're going to go ahead and write the index value it will be redirected to. Do make sure that you add the dollar sign, because that goes ahead and recollects the proper index, right? So B, then dollar sign again, and let's go with 15. Now, once that range has been chosen, you're going to do dot, and you're going to write in match. Okay. And once you go ahead and write in match, what match will do is match will actually go ahead and give you the proper working on where you want your value to appear on. So let's say I want it to appear on H9, right? There we have it. And once you do it on H9, you're going to choose a range for it, but I don't really want a range. So I'm simply going to go ahead, do that. And if the index matches, it will give it to you right here, just as so. So that is basically how it is going to give you the proper index match and how many formulas you can basically come up with in the recent times. All right. Then finally, last but not least, we have the sum ifs. Okay, so sum ifs is basically smart calculations that you're basically working on. All right, so you can go ahead and create if logics for yourself, create conditional loops, and sum them together for yourself. That again removes the manual calculations or multiple conditional formulas. All right. So that is basically the basics of Excel and how you can use 5 basic things that can replace dozens of others. Master these and Excel becomes much easier. So that is pretty much about it for this video. Thank you for watching all the way till the end, and I'm going to be seeing all of you in the next video. Have a great day. Goodbye.